Storm of Blood rages on. So yeah, we're back with Stormblood. We're still a ways away from I guess anything. We beat that last dungeon, the big spooky goose dungeon. We also did the Monster Hunter stuff, so that was neat. I didn't realize it was going to be that much of a grind to get all the cool stuff from it, but we're gonna be here for a while. So yeah, we did the Drowned City of Scalia. Howdy. Yeah, howdy. We could. It's, we could, but I'd rather not, so fuck it. We'll do your old idea of, level up and then just bully Rathalos off stream. We could, but it seems like all the cool stuff needs, Rathalos Scales Plus, which it looks like you get one from the Extreme dungeon. Which, yeah. So, looks like it. So, yeah, if you want, you know, a Rathalos mount, just do the Extreme dungeon 50 times. I feel like there was, you know, some better ways we could do it. Obviously, if you have a tank, that way the Rathalos is actually focusing on somebody. Go back after Endwalker. We super can. I don't even know if a healer would work because I'm pretty sure there was actual text in that fight that said, "Oh, due to the Rathalos' heat." I don't know if a tank helps. Yeah, due to the Rathalos' heat, the... What the fuck is that? Healing spells don't actually work and you have to rely on the Mega Potions. Which... Fucking rip whatever healer gets in there then. Yeah, from the looks of it, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There's 22 more missions until we get to the next dungeon/trial. And then after that, it seems like stuff really starts popping off because there's a lot of stuff unlocking, but for the next while, it really looks like we're just going to be doing plot. So, fucking look forward to that, I guess. We better get in here. So I guess today's stream is going to be all plot, and then just a teensy little bit of Dark Knight stuff at the very end. Because I gotta start putting in time. Also, I guess I forgot to ask, do you have all of the Scion pictures for the house? Because they're just available out here. I figured I wouldn't buy them because they're literally just over here. I didn't buy them because I was like, oh, Kaminari might have all of them. All I have is in the house, I think. Yeah, no, there's a guy down here that sells, like, Sid's painting and Philia's painting. I guess that event is still going? I thought it was over. Not that guy. Not that guy. Not that guy. Is it you? Look, I made the bar in my room and never looked at anything else. Oh yeah, you don't play Final Fantasy XIV for the cool Animal Crossing stuff. I guess this is all the stuff for our airship when we eventually get one. This is all other stuff. This is all other stuff. Is it you? Items of interest? Apparently I can get a zoo. Just a not Mountain Dew zoo. Oh yeah, okay, so Sid's painting. Some fucking guy I don't know. I imagine that's spoilers. Oh no, that's Louis Soir. We spent 2 literal weeks, 8 hours a day trying to get the house. Oh yeah. So by the time you got the house, you're like, ah, fuck this. The old house buying mechanic was horrible. Yeah, I've heard. So yeah, we can get Sid, we can get Louis Soir, we can get Minthelia, we can get the terrible twins. Permission issued by the 3 grand companies allowing flight of privately owned airships over public airspace. Depending on airship size, the number of airships in possession, multiple credits may be required to register a new vehicle. What? Oh, this is for the workshop. We can get a submarine and an airship. Maybe for the mech stop. Yeah. Void Drake seeds. Yeah. And then a ceruleum tank, which is airship grade ceruleum. Yeah. Neat. And then I don't have to worry about this because a lot of this stuff is actually sold in our house. Wait, do they sell aquariums here? Still at work, so I probably won't be on till later, but it looks like mostly plot. Oh, trust me, it's mostly gonna be talking and plot today, so do not fucking worry about it. And then by the time I finish that, I'm gonna be doing Dark Knight stuff, so yeah, I don't think there's a lot you can actually help with today. Is it wall decorations? No, these are paintings. Heidelin, as we know. Oh, whatever. I need to get a bunch of aquariums for reasons. It's actually much better than Stormblood itself, I feel. What, the Dark Knight missions? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Which, hey, let's take a look. I did set up the Dark Knight. Unfortunately, I don't have any fucking armor, so I just look like a weirdo. I look like a normal knight. Ew, ew, Dark Souls. Ew, Dark Souls. Ew. So much edge. Oh, he's so edgy. This normal knight man who fights the day man. Yeah, fuck that guy. Also, hey, there's a fucking triple triad over here. Don't think you're escaping me, sir! I can smell the triple triad on you! Wherever you are. Oh, he's hiding. He's hiding. Where the fuck are you, sir? No escape. I'll land this right on his fucking head. Imperial Deserter. Well, hey, you got all the flight points. Was there one that was really annoying? No, so I imagine they, changed that. Because, oh boy. The way the area you took me to would have been real fucking annoying to get to. Please, before you kill me, let me play a game of Triple Triad. You have a deck, don't you? Please, okay. Well, sir, this is, They moved it then, I fucking remember. Well, sir, this is gonna decide whether or not I fucking kill you or not. Whether or not I win at this Triple Triad. Fucking prepare your anus, sir. Shit. Being up there and you have to run so far out of the way for it, I can't imagine. Well, shit. This motherfucker wasn't kidding about triple triad. This motherfucker wasn't kidding about triple triad. Holy shit! Maybe you should have quit the army and become a triple triad major. Really doesn't want to let that one go, huh? I see. I see how this is going. Alright, well, fuck you then. Alright, well, time to die, Nibbles! Did you do all the triad matches once? Yeah, how did that go? How dare you raise your hand against your Imperial Master? You are nothing more than rebel scum! That is to say, I am incredibly sorry. Do not butcher me. I still have so much to live for. Well, time to die. There are so many. I don't know about that. Like, they show up on our map. There's less than you'd think. Also, what did he gave me a Yotsuyu card? Great. Trash. This is how you collect new cards, I guess. New better cards. Also, there's a lot of areas. Okay, so actually, yeah, before we get to the main plot, there's some unique areas that it's like, when the fuck would you ever come over here? Like, maybe there's a side quest? Or maybe, like, some of your class duties would take you there? Never. So, it's like, why the fuck are some of these, like, weird-looking areas? Why do they exist? Just for cool exploration, I guess? Because, like, okay, we got this building, maybe a side quest, I guess? You got this weird building with a hole blown through it, so you're like, oh, well, let's go through here. But then there's a side path. You're like, oh, that's interesting. So you follow the side path. Like, this would be way cooler to find if there wasn't the ability to fly everywhere. So it's like, okay, a random cave. Neat. What's in this cave? A bunch of fucking nothing, that's what. I'm sure there's some cool plot here at some point. That's about it for that, but like, if we go to... I guess the peaks? Maybe plot? You mean all these side missions I've been skipping, like Gerbod over there? Because, like, there are literally areas where you can only get to them by flying. So it's like, what the fuck? Why do these exist? Like this goddamn area over here, this weird little temple above the water. The Arms of Mead. You telling me there's a goddamn side quest over here? Or is this just cool lore? I don't fucking know. And I really thought that Ark, Noah's Ark, was going to be important, but it wasn't. Could also be craft or gathering quest areas. It could be. Hold on here. Well, not for a botanist. I can tell you that much. And there's just a random piece of bridge over there. Alright, well, back to the step. You can grow so many goddamn onions. Not gonna know what to do with all these goddamn onions. Oh, wait, what? See, this is the problem, is I think current plot is at the bottom, because that's obviously where the story would want us to go, but it's not. Current plot is far fucking away, because we had to come back to Alamigo. Oh, so much money. So much money wasted. Samurai. Alright, back to plot. Hey boys, you find my treasure? Also, who the fuck are you? Jamaldva. When Arenvald asked me to lend my spear, I didn't imagine it would be for such an adventure. I'm grateful for the chance to be part of it. Great. Why didn't you become a dragoon? Why did you decide to stay as a shitty lancer? The measure of our reach. All jesting aside, we must tell people the good news, and I think Lise should be the first. Seconded, she is bound to be delighted. If I am no longer needed, then I shall take my leave. Of course, don't let us keep you. Thanks again, and say hello to Vima for me. Now then, there is to be a meeting of representatives from across Alamigo, so Lise is sure to be in the city, so should we seek her out? Yes. So Lise, how's the world of politics? Can't just punch your way through everything? I guess you could, but usually it's solved with words. She could try. It might solve some issues. What are the politicians gonna do? Punch back? I don't think so. Make it more interesting. See, now you're just talking about wrestling. Wrestling is just politics with fighting. Oh, you three looked pleased with yourselves. What have you been up to? Oh, you know, adventure. Glad you asked, Lise, and I'm pretty sure you're going to like the answer. Yeah, I'm sure she's gonna be glad. Fuck, you're right, yeah. I'm sure she's gonna be glad that we were off having jolly adventures while she was stuck in a goddamn meeting room. This is what Papalma wanted. You're choking. The Mad King's trove. I thought it was a myth. So did plenty of people, but they didn't have Sogeth and Alphino in their party. The credit for finding it should really go to them. As for what to do with it all, I vote that it go towards alleviating the suffering of Alamigo's poor. Gods, if there's as much as you say. Arenvald did not exaggerate, I assure you. We could not hope to carry even a fraction of it out on our own. I've taken the liberty of sketching out a rough map of the ruins. If you assemble a squad of your most trusted freedom fighters, they should be able to follow the route to where the treasure lies. I don't know how this is gonna fucking work. Either the treasure is cursed, because obviously he was a mad king, or I don't fucking know. Giving it all to the poor, if we just lose our bottom class and our middle class, and we all just go straight to the high class. I don't know how that works. And honestly, this is probably how all this fucking politics works. Taxes. Understood. I'll make sure every coin is accounted for. It's basically so the nation has cash to pay to rebuild, I guess. But the way they were kind of phrasing it is, nah, fuck it, give it all to the homeless people. Crash the market, who gives a shit? I'll make sure every coin is accounted for, and that goes for the spending of it as well. Thank you. Oh, there is one other thing. When the time comes to draw up a plan for distributing the spoils, I would ask that you consult Alphino. I don't have a head for details. I'm not educated. I see that simply handing out sacks of gil won't solve everything. but I couldn't rightly tell you what to do instead. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that alleviates that issue. Oh, I know the feeling. I'd welcome any advice you could give us, Alphino. Of course, I shall be at your disposal. Commander, we've got a problem! Deep breaths. Tell me what happened. A mob's gathered outside headquarters, and they're starting to make demands. You'd best come and see for yourselves. What could this possibly be about? Oh, Lord Xenos, he was actually beneficial to some of us, and now that he's gone, fuck it.
Step back, all of you!
All of you filthy Alamegans!
Like hells we will! We know who you've got in there!
We're not leaving till you hand her over!
He was hot, how dare you? How dare you? Oh, wait! Actually, no, we have, fucking Lupus in there. Also, that man has a goatee. Why can't my character have a goatee? This is bullshit.
Bring her out! Bring her out!
It's Lupus. It's always Lupus.
What's going on? Someone let slip about Fedora.
It is Lupus.
It's true then. The bitch really is in there. I knew it. I bloody knew it. We demand vengeance! Bring her out! Today we butcher the butcher!
Oh, she has to pay for her crimes.
Come on, you don't mean that! We'd be no better than the Imperials if you'd all just calm down! Calm down! That monster and her thrice damned skulls dragged my man from our home and beat him to death in the street!
Oh man, if only we had some sort of noble with an itchy trigger finger. Ah, the French Revolution approach, I see. We need a nobleman with an itchy trigger finger to have an arrow just shot into this crowd. That ended real well last time, right?
Aye, and my dad! That bitch has spilt enough blood to fill a lock!
We all know her crimes. She's a traitor and a murderer. How many of your resistance friends have died at her hands, eh? And here you are, protecting her!
How did word get
So
out?
that's what all the fuss is about. Hearken to me, brothers and sisters of Alamigo.
Hey, who's this?
Yeah, who the fuck is this guy?
That's the Bull of Alamigo.
My
Someone
friends,
leaked it.
you are not alone
On the
in
internet.
your anger,
4chan.
your grief, your despair.
14chan.
For it is mine as well. That gnawing pain in your breast, it is enough to bring an old bull to his knees. But I ask you, brothers and sisters, to think not only of the family and friends who were cut down before your very eyes, but to think also of the ones who were abducted, the ones who may yet live. Where were they taken? What became of them? These questions demand answers. I share your thirst for justice, for vengeance. But we will gain only fleeting satisfaction if we give in to our base appetites.
Arabon, the true
we will
politician.
never know the truth.
Yeah, until somebody in this crowd's like, yeah, well, you fuck Lalafell, so what the fuck do you know? And then the crowd
Now
erupts.
is the time that we, the people of Alamigo,
Yeah, fuck
must
this guy.
decide what manner of nation we will build for ourselves and for generations yet unborn. When they look
into
to
it.
our example, will they see a people who held fast to their principles?
I
Or one who
don't know
cast
if they
them
are.
aside when tried?
Have I seen a single Lalafell since we came to Alamigo other than Pippin?
I say to you, it is our responsibility to give these prisoners a fair trial, that they might answer to all of Alamigo.
Kryl, obviously.
The Garleans called us savages, and I'll be damned if we prove them right.
They can't because the fucking vultures and the eagles keep snatching them away. Well, that shut them up. Great.
I know you're right. I do. But I can't.
Tattooed troublemaker. I can't. I need to raise trouble. I need to make trouble. It's in my blood. Politics. You learned something today, Lise? You'll be doing a lot of that. My thanks, Rabon. Listening to their anger, I could feel myself being swept away. It is a difficult tide to stem. It was that same rage with which brought us to our feet and carried us to victory. But now the war is over. All the unspent fury is being channeled into vengeance. Aye, and it's not just here. We've reports of mobs forming all over. They've been targeting folk known to have cooperated with the Garleans. It starts with insults most often, then someone picks up a stone. Some industrious souls even thought to seek out the graves of Xenos and his officers. It was grim. Did we bury Xenos? We didn't just fucking leave him on the roof? I want to build a country where everyone, regardless of race or origin, can live side by side in peace. But maybe the time isn't right. Maybe people just aren't ready. Nah, we propped him up in our house. He's just in the corner. He's our new striking dummy. Let's put the body somewhere. Yeah. That doesn't mean I'm not going to try. The representatives will be here soon, and I'll be damned if I'm going to give up before I've even begun. Where are these representatives exactly? Oh, village elders, refugee leaders, and the like. It wouldn't be right for us to dictate the nation's future on our own, so we've planned a summit of sorts. We've even invited the Ananta and Kakirn to participate. Alamigo stands at a crossroads. This meeting will decide which path it takes. The matter of Fordola's sentence cannot be suffered to disrupt proceedings. Then let's execute her and be done with it. She herself asked to be put to death. Fucking Christ, Nago. Nago, I already explained why we wouldn't do that. Sending her to the gallows might satisfy people right now, but where would it end? Should we round up everyone who collaborated and everyone who didn't resist? There would be no one left, and we'd be no better than Theodoric or Xenos. Nah, man, it'd be the ultimate payback if we were to, make Alamigo great again. And show her, yeah, there was another way, fuck you. Begging your pardon, but might I be allowed to speak with Fordola? French Revolution approach seems to be off the table. Yeah, I don't know, these Alamigans. Give it an hour, I'm sure they'll rise up again. We literally just watched them rise up one time. I'm sure they'll do it again. Be allowed to speak with Fordola? Only, I caught a glimpse of her past. A moment of it, anyway, during the fight. She's done terrible things, aye, unforgivable things, but in some ways she's a victim of circumstances in which she was born. And that's something I can understand. Alright, speak with the prison guard when you're ready, and I'll come and join you. I want to talk to her, too. I'll return to my other duties then. We've barely begun to investigate the facility where they gave Fordola her powers. Be fairly warned, friends. She will test you. Don't let your emotions color your judgment when she does. Yeah, because Lise handled that so well already. You've the commander's permission to enter, then. You heard all of that. You were right there, sir. Alright, which way do you motherfuckers leak that shit?
Well, well, well. So many visitors. Come to have a good laugh, have you? Or do you mean to put me out of my misery? To finish what you started? It's about bloody time.
That's not why we're here, no. Do you remember what I said? How I promised you you'd live long enough to see us win our freedom? Well, I meant it. And not to mock you either.
You're wasting your time. All of this is pointless! There's no reason to keep me alive, and you know it! I killed your men. I killed my men! And you know what my only regret is? That I didn't kill you when I had the chance!
That's a lie, and you know it! You think we can't tell what you're trying to do? That we're blind? Yeah, you're a fool, but you're not stupid. You're ruthless. Relentless. You'd give up anything and everything to get what you want. You didn't come this far, climbing over the bodies of your own brothers and sisters just to piss it all away. I see you, Fadola. I see you for what you are.
Oh god, I see her for what she is too! Ah! Wow. She used to be a white mage.
Come along, Fadola. We mustn't be late. The Imperial Viceroy will be attending today's banquet.
All right!
Oh, I sure do love having parents that are alive and well. And living a simple child life.
Father, what's Slot like? Is he nice? Are you friends?
There you go again with all your
Basically.
questions. Lord Gaius is a great and honourable man who looks after all of Alamigo. He's very busy, and if we don't hurry, we'll miss our chance to see him.
Yeah. Sure, bud. Yeah.
Filthy tin-head lovers.
Father, what did that man call us?
The little tin-head lover doesn't know what she is, eh? A traitor, sweetheart. A backstabbing bitch who'd gladly betray her kith and kin to gnaw on what few scraps the Imperials deign to toss her. Like your bastard father and whore mother.
That's not true! My parents are good people! They've never done anything like that!
Oh, but they were quick to help themselves and their bitch spawn, weren't they? You're just as guilty as them.
Oh. Well, somebody's got bad. Oh.
Fadola!
Traitors!
Wow. This used to be a nice neighborhood.
Please, you have to do something. My husband and daughter are in danger.
Soldiers of the Imperial Army are under no obligation to intervene in the disputes of army.
We're citizens. We have rights. I'm scared.
It's all right. It's all right. They don't understand, but they'll see in time. They'll see that this is the only way to survive. Traitors!
Oh, God.
Traitors!
Wow, Alamigo sure was worth saving, huh?
Let the savages have their fun. They'll be more compliant once they've tired themselves out.
Fadola, please. You already have citizenship. Why would you want to become a soldier? Oh, gods. What have you done to your face?
It's not a phase, Mother. It's who I am.
Forgotten it already, have you? I'm honoring Father's memory.
By telling the world that you know better than a common savage.
Am I though, Mother? Are any of us? Can't you see? Citizenship means nothing to them. If you're not a pure-blood Garlean, you're no different from any other savage. So I'll play the part. I'll join the Legion and I'll make them respect me. And when the mob see that, they'll think twice before throwing their stones. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn. It's time.
Wow. I can't wait to see where you guys end up. Ooh. We'll follow you to our deaths.
Humiliating. They'll try to break us. Send us crawling back to our
Dead.
own kind. But we won't, no matter what. We'll bleed for them, die for them if we have to. We'll do whatever it takes to be free!
Whatever it takes. They forgot to paint the smiley face on their hands. We'll follow you to our inevitable untimely deaths. That I'm sure will mean so much in the end. Ah, be a shame if we were to die for nothing.
So, you mean to play the part one last time, eh?
Oh, wait.
The unrepentant traitor
Oh,
whose
wait.
death will serve to unite the people?
Shut up.
You had every chance to kill yourself. Fashion a noose from your clothes. Wait for the guards to leave you alone long enough to slip it over your neck.
I said shut up!
Oh, but then it would have all been for nothing, wouldn't it? Whatever it takes. That's what you said.
Arnvold, where is all this coming from? Jesus Christ.
Been in my head, have you? Had a little peek at my past?
Yeah, I didn't really consent. It kind of just happened.
And what? A few stolen memories tell you everything you need to know, do they? Don't you dare patronize me! You don't know a god's damned thing about the life I've led! The bastards that killed him. The bastards that let it happen. My father deserved better! I swore I'd do whatever it took to make them pay!
Yeah, maybe we should have closed the door. Oh! Hey, yeah, this is my life. This isn't really how it happened, but... Yeah, I was a samurai the whole time. The whole time.
You.
Was that what we do to people?
All that power. All that pain. It's too much.
Are we the baddies?
Too much for anyone.
Guess I gotta become the warrior of darkness.
They've done to you.
The cool Dark Knight.
The betrayal. The endless fighting. Yet there you stand. Unbroken. How?
It's kind of what I do, ma'am. I swing a sword, things die. I am not the wordsman here. I swing my sword. You know why? You saw. Definitely do not gain consent when we mind read their past. We are the brawn. You know why? You saw. For those I have lost, for those I can yet save. Wow, we say this a lot. This line keeps fucking coming up. Because I choose to. For those I have lost, and for those I can yet save. I'll keep saying it. Every time it comes up, I'll keep saying it.
Damn you. Damn you all.
I'm you, but better.
You still have time, Fordola. Think about how you want to spend it.
True. Good talk, Alf. Good talk, Alf. Did you say a single fucking thing in this whole time? Or were we kind of just here? He's here for moral support. No props to Al. He is gone. He's gonna let others talk. You know what? Fair enough. He's usually the one saying everything. I earned that. Remember how shit Al was in air? Oh boy! Boy was he. And so was his dear sister too. And now they're completely different characters. It's almost like we had to fucking traumatize this poor lad. Give him some character development forcefully. Literally at the end of A Realm Reborn, we're like, oh, we're gonna fucking we're gonna... All 2 lines she got, yeah. We're gonna give you some fucking character development, whether you like it or not. Echoes of an echo. Don't know what we saw. I don't know that we solved anything exactly, but we've given Fordola something to think about at least. And I found something new to think about too. I don't know about you, Sogeth, but the visions only come to me every now and then. From the way Fordola kept wincing, though, I get the feeling she's having them almost all the time. It's a lot of bad memories to deal with. I wonder. Could there be some fundamental difference between one who is born with the echo and one who has been artificially in bed with it? Imbued? Massive betrayal of an MC's mother's death is the only way. Yeah, well. And then your father also has to not be around. Also very important. Well, the Immortal Flames have been scouring that research facility ever since the liberation. There's a chance they might have some answers for us. General Alden's there overseeing the investigation. Let's go and pay him a visit, shall we? Are we going to power up my Echo? Put your penis in this slot. Ah, it doesn't have to be a penis. It could be a finger, you know, a hand. We'll imbue you with magical powers. General Alden is inside. Will you be joining him? Wow, I remember the shitty goddamn boss fight we had down here. Look at all these the boss AIs. We're gonna find Dr. Strangelove's corpse, and then it's gonna turn out that Huey is the biggest piece of shit and he murdered his wife and forced Otacon into the robot. I was about to say, is this the scientist? No, we killed the scientist. He was in a big flying Eggman robot. Robin. What news? You spoke with Fordola, I take it. Yes, as expected, she didn't say very much, but it wasn't a total waste of time. Arnvald noticed something odd about her. Yeah, he was the boss of one of the dungeons. He was literally the boss right before we fought Xenos. He was in an Eggman robot. He kept turning us into ghosts. Actually, he was supposed to, but that only happened once. We killed him too fast for the second round. Odd about her. He thinks she might be having visions almost constantly, which is not how the Echo normally works. Have you found anything here which might explain why it's so different for her? We've been hard-pressed just to organize the research materials, let alone study them. To be frank, I'd welcome the Scion's expert assistance if you have the time to lend a hand. I feel like we should get Urage out here to look around. Probably have a field day. Get Sid in here. Sid's kind of busy. Looking at holes. The device in which Krau was held seems even more ominous now you know its purpose. The surrounding pods are marked Supply Subject, while this one bears the label Master Subject. Were they cloning the Echo from Kryl? I don't think Sid is technically a Scion, just an ally. Are you fucking kidding me? And yet fucking Arnvald and Hori Boulder are considered Scions? Hold on. Let me look at this fucking list. Honestly, originally I thought Scions, it was only the 7 of us, but apparently nah, man, anybody can be a Scion. Is there a master list of Scions? How dare you badmouth Harry Boulder? Hori Boulder, sir! If his name was Harry Boulder, that would be ridiculous. Only the 7 are important, yeah. Didn't it? No, I don't want to get the spoilers on the plot. I want the whole goddamn list of who's a Scion. Alright, oh god, it's a huge list. Everybody's a goddamn Scion. I'll say Alphino, Arnvald, Estinian. You know what? A lot of these are spoilers, but I don't even know these names, so I guess it's fine. Allies. I don't even see Sid on this fucking list. I don't even see Sid on this fucking list. Well, clearly he dies. Spoilers, oh snap. Were they just cloning the echo from Kryl into other people? I thought Kryl's had an enemy then, yeah, clearly. I thought Kryl had a very specific echo. I thought everybody kind of had their own specific echo. Like, they don't all do the same thing, is what I thought the understanding was. It's how I saw it. Am I wrong on that? I think so. The Ironworks received a request from the Alliance to analyze these devices, and I've been recording everything of interest. Did you notice the labeling? You're right. Okay. So it's like, what the fuck was Kryl's echo that everybody got? Is that the same echo that Lupus got? All the pods are designed to drain the ether from the occupants. Save that one right there. They are trying to make one that does it all, basically. Oh, great. That's not good. I want the powers of Spider-Man and the Hulk, and I want to be as fast as the Flash, and I want Deathstroke's goddamn reflexes, and I want Superman's invulnerability. Unlike the others, the interior has been fitted with an array of sensors to measure etheric waveforms. To what purpose, however, I couldn't tell you. I want Luffy's goddamn stretch powers. I want Buggy's goddamn chop powers. I want Kaido's dragon form. No, Kryl's lets her feel intent in emotional feelings. Well, that is clearly not what Lupus was feeling. Idle conversation prohibited. Eating and drinking okay. The no fun zone. Got it. Got it. No funsies. So many bodies. Every one of them a victim of these experiments. Protecting from the mind control of the icons. Yeah, that's also another. Which, you know what? That didn't really help Thancred, did it? All Echo users get that. That didn't really help Thancred from getting just possessed by an Ashen, did it? Few show any signs of external injury. From what we've been able to determine, they perished from forcible aether extraction. Such a miserable way to die. Neat. Well, Rabon, I've pieced it together. Shit was fucked. I know little and less of science, so any light you can shed on this facility's operations would be much appreciated. Sogeth, shall we start with you? Why me? I don't fucking speak! Pepita Papato. Asuto Desato. Taken in combination with the testimonies of Kryl and Thancred, I do begin to see exactly what the Imperials were attempting here. The enhancement procedure entailed infusing a single candidate with ether siphoned from a multitude of supply subjects. As for the master subject, in this case Kryl, the patterns of her etheric activity would provide the model upon which they would artificially engineer the candidate's aura. In other words, they were trying to recreate Kryl's echo. Why would you want Kryl's echo? Kryl's echo sucks. I believe so, which would explain our prisoner's present state. Kryl is possessed of an unrivaled ability to hear the whispers of the soul. Oh, okay, she did get Kryl's echo, and it fucking sucks. And it seems probable that the procedure engendered the same acute sensitivity in Fordola. It gave her the ability to fight better. Yeah, I don't see Kryl seeing the split-second future and fighting better. Kryl, honestly, we haven't even seen her fight. The soldiers who guard Fordola, many of them lost friends and families to the Skulls. Basically got hockey, the future sight one. Yeah. which I don't see Kryle using, so great. You got that, but you also got saddled with Kryle's shitty other ability. You can hear everybody's feelings. No! Feelings! Ah! Get out of my head! There's a sentry at her door night and day. If she can't help sensing their thoughts and seeing their past. Oh yeah, she's getting psychologically tortured too. Great! What a great side effect this turned out to be. But you don't just see their past, you live it. All the emotions, all the pain. Imagine what it'd do to you. You'd never be the same again. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm glad we took her as a prisoner of war so we can just keep her in these inhumane conditions. Indeed, as you may recall, Ysael was completely transformed by a single glimpse of Hraesvelgr's past. Fordola has been forced to experience the agony of those whose lives she destroyed. The guilt must be unbearable. That explains her request to be executed. Sounds to me like a kind of justice. Regardless, she can suffer on for now. We have more pressing matters to consider. Oh, the American approach. I see. Classic. Oh, yeah. No matter which way we're going with this, it's fucked. If the results of these experiments have been relayed back to Garlemald, there will be naught to stop the Empire from repeating the trick. They could give the Echo to anyone, to an entire legion. We must be ready. We must learn all we can of these godforsaken procedures. Fordola remains our best source of information. She'll not be getting her wish. Not yet. Right. Keep faith, lass. If you're to convince others to follow you, you must believe what you're telling them. People will respond to passion, but not if it's feigned. I understand. Thank you, General. We should leave the flames to it. Let's go. If only we could conjure up some sort of device that just basically EMPs every echo in an area. I could do with a clear head for once. I go looking for answers about the Echo and end up getting schooled by Raubon. Get more evidence that I don't know what I'm doing. It's no wonder people listen to him and not me. I mean, to be fair, you didn't really know what you were doing in the Scions either, so... General Alden is a veteran of countless campaigns, Lise. You cannot compare yourself to a commander of his experience. I know, but I also know that I couldn't have convinced that mob to give up and go home. Makes me realize how much we rely on his authority, and how much I still have to learn. Wonder what he'll do when everything here is settled. I mean, it's his homeland. After going to the trouble of winning it back, might he not want to stay? It's a quandary which countless refugees now face. To continue the life they built in Alda, or start again in the land of their birth. Sogeth, a moment! Ah, Lalafell! Huh! I'm newly returned from Alda with a message from the Sultana. Yeah, I was literally about to say, what happened to the Sultana? I know she wanted to just not be in a seat of power anymore, but Her Grace desires an audience with you. She understands that you have responsibilities here, but asks that you visit the palace at your earliest convenience. And that solves that. Well, I must away and attend to our business. Until next time, my friends. An audience with the Sultana. Depending on the nature of her consultation, this might be the perfect opportunity to inquire about the General's future plan. Yes, we'd all like to know about those, Alphino, but not everyone's as comfortable interrogating royalty as you. Take no notice of him, Sogeth. Okay. Does this mean we get to see Sir Lolorito again? Or wait, was Lolorito the one that was killed, or was Lolorito the liquid snake? The former liquid snake. What a downgrade. While the question of how to put the Mad King's treasures to good use shows no sign of answering itself, shall we be about it, Arenvald? I am at your beck and call. And I should be getting back to my own tasks. I'll organize a squad to head down into the ruins and then start preparing for the big meeting. Oh, send Nanamo my regards, Sogeth. Okay, I'm going alone? And ours too, if you please. We shall see you on your return. Usually I go with somebody so they can, you know, do the talking. It's been a solid minute since we've been to Alda. Let's see if Ganondorf is sitting at the bottom of the stairs and, you know, the twinks are playing their music. No? Ganon has moved on. You think he... Start any trouble and I'll see you rot... Okay. You think he maybe moved somewhere into Dawn Trail and he's just lying at the bottom of some stairs in Dawn Trail? Because I see that the twinks are also gone. They all went to the new area where everybody is, I assume. Possible. Fair Crier? Oh. Oh. Wait. Oh, yeah, no, we did that. I was gonna say, are they selling stuff? No. I'm going to taint their stew. Yes. Let it marinate in my juices. So that when the children come and bob for apples, ooh, baby. I call it Sogeth stew. Oh boy! I'm gonna get some Sogeth stew in the afternoon. It's my greatest invention ever. Yeah, I forgot where I was going. We need to find a teleporter. It's been so long since we've been to Alda. Oh boy! Gonna get some hedgehog stew in the afternoon. Oh, look at this newbie. Look at this fresh little guy. Oh, it doesn't even have an adventure plate. Yeah. My lord, it was an honor to face you in the tournament. Since that day, I have spent my every spare moment in the practice yard, striving to attain some fraction of your skill with the blade. What? Oh, the tournament back in Heavensward. Right. I was about to say, where? The big field exercise where I beat Raubon's ass. Ah, forgive me. You are here for your audience with the Sultana. Please proceed. Good times. That's where we got the victory emote. Oh, God! This ended so poorly last time. I do not feel comfortable here.
Thank you for answering my summons in these most interesting times. You have been busy.
Also, your eyes are weirdly green. Did you go blind at some point like Yustola did?
The liberation of Alamigo will have far-reaching consequences, and there is a matter upon which I would seek your counsel. I speak of Raubon and his future.
You want me to marry him? I'll do it. Gosh darn it, I'll do it. If this is what you want, you're really twisting my arm.
The tale of his rise from penniless refugee to member of the Syndicate and General of the Immortal Flames. Yet though he has come to call Uldar home, it will never be his homeland. He is a son of Alamigo.
I thought he worked here.
And now that
Are
she
you
is
firing
free,
him?
I thought it only a matter of time before he sought my leave to return to her. Indeed, I had resigned myself to his loss. Suffice it to say, I was greatly surprised to hear him speak so lightly of handing over the reins in Alamigo and retaking his place at my side. I will welcome him with open arms, of course. He is my most trusted advisor and my dearest friend.
Ha! Rabon got friend-zoned. Oh, God.
I've known the man a long time, and beneath that steely gaze, I spied a flicker of doubt. Whether Raubon chooses to remain in Uldar or return to Alamigo, I only wish that he do so with a heart unburdened by guilt or regret. Yet, how can he freely make such a choice, knowing how much I depend on him? It is past time that I learned to discharge my duties as a sultana alone. I must go forth and see my realm with my own eyes, and hear the wind with my own ears.
So, where is this leading me? Do you want me to sit on the throne while you do this? Do you want me to beat Raubon's ass? Am I supposed to carry you on my shoulder for a little adventure?
Might I have your company for a brief adventure?
Okay. She's gonna crawl up me like the goddamn koala minion. Just sit on my shoulder.
Wonderful.
Great.
Allow me a moment to change into something a touch less conspicuous, and I will join you outside.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, if we're gonna be having her with us for a bit here. Hell is she? Alright. Fucking get in here. Let's go. Let's go for a walkies. Walkies! Flustered assistant or attendant. What the fuck do you have to unlock? Killer instinct. Oh, you're the Reaper. Don't fear the Reaper. Nanimo. What? Oh, I was about to say, did you fucking cut your hair? What do you think of Lilira, the merchant's daughter? This is the disguise I don when I wish to leave the palace and observe my subjects unnoticed. Ordinarily, Papa Shan would accompany me, but for this particular outing, I need an advisor, not a minder. And that is why I requested your company. Over the course of your many adventures, you have met people from all walks of life in every corner of Eorzea. I would make use of your worldly experience. Now, let us be on our way. Our first destination is Stone's Throw, just beyond the Gate of Nald. Great. Last time I hung out with you, it didn't exactly end well. Postman, huh? Postman Pat? Anyway. Oh, yeah, you don't want to be out here. Bad things happened here once. Look upon this procession of tattered tents. These refugees camp is squalor, the mercy of the elements and Thanalan's predators both. The city's mighty walls offer safety, but the streets overflow with people as it is. And unless blessed by the hands of Nald himself, no refugee could ever hope to afford a dwelling in Ul'dah. 20 years have passed since the fall of Alamigo and 5 since the calamity. Yet the plight of the poor has grown more desperate, not less. As Sultana, the blame falls upon me. Done your best, Your Grace. Your hands have been tied, Your Grace. Yes, my authority is limited, and that is an obstacle I must work to overcome. Shall we press on? I would follow the road to Unholy here. Uh-huh. Where's that? Oh, it's fucking way down there. Alright. Yeah, it's been a solid minute since we've been back in Ul'dah. Now we can look at all the new graphics. Hey, look! Remember when this happened? And everything went to shit? Yeah, good times. Literally everything went to shit after that. And then Hildebrand was over there, commanding his zombie army, because you can't harm me, hoodoo you voodoo bitch. Also, that seems bigger than it used to be. I don't remember that. Probably because I was always down here looking at the ground. It was here, in this wholly unremarkable place, that my mother and father met their doom. I was but a child at the time. My parents were returning from an inspection of our interests in eastern Thanalan when an untimely rockslide crushed their carriage. To this day, it is not certain if the incident was simply misfortune or an expertly planned assassination. Raban once offered to reopen the investigation and bring me the truth he assumed I must surely crave, but I refused. Even if my parents' deaths were orchestrated by the monetarists. The monetarists? We could only have brought their hirelings to justice. The true villains, those who plotted to put me on the throne as a biddable puppet, were ever beyond our reach. Thus did I plan to strip the merchants of their power and place our nation in the hands of its citizens, quite unaware of the consequences my actions would have for you and yours. I shudder to think how many goodly souls paid the price for my naivety. But I am no longer a child reciting words from witless obedience. I will not be used as a pawn in the monetarist's damnable games. Forgive me in my outburst. You are one of the few people to whom I feel I can speak my mind. Come, let us return to Ul'dah and visit the Colosseum. Yeah, let's go look at the hole Hildebrand put in the fucking ceiling. Also, you say all this like fucking Lolorito and everybody still don't have power. They are still a problem. Oh, look, the link. One link is here. One single link. Oh. Oh, she did get on my shoulders. Hey! I fucking knew it. Actually, I didn't, but, you know, happy accident. She did climb up me like a... Wait, when did she climb me? When did this happen? She did climb me up like a fucking koala. Coliseum. Yeah, I don't know. Coliseum. And this is where a Hildy-Dildy was thrown into the ceiling, and they patched up the hole somehow. I wanted to look up and just see a Hildebrand-shaped hole in the roof. From the moment I became Sultana, I found myself thrust into an endless parade of document signings and ceremonies. For years, I simply signed where I was told to sign and sat where I was told to sit, blissfully oblivious to what any of it meant. Yet one good thing did come from that ignominious chapter in my life, for it was during an official visit to the Colosseum that I first met Raubahn. The match I had been invited to attend was not at all what I expected. They had pitted the bull of Alamigo against some dozen or so rival gladiators. Blinkered though I was... Blinkered? Alright, yeah. I would not stand for so obvious an injustice, and demanded to see a fair fight, one man against another. My royal wish was duly granted. It was not until later that I learned of the gambling ring which had arranged for Raubahn to die on the sands that day. Regardless, my intervention meant that Raubahn had but a single opponent to dispatch, which he duly did. And when he knelt before me to receive the winner's purse, he swore that he would one day offer me his blade in service. Surrounded as I was by liars and manipulators, I confess I dismissed it as a pleasant piece of theater. But as you know, Raubahn is a man of his word. Though it took him another 5 years of fighting on the blood sands, he amassed a fortune so great as to buy not only his freedom, but a seat on the syndicate. And then I had my blade. Just fucking kiss this man already. Jesus Christ. Ah, no! I don't consent! Oh, back in the days where Raubahn had 2 arms. Rip that down. Wow, they're playing the fanfare music. He did it! He leveled up!
Your Grace, you mustn't! The danger is too great! Please, Your Grace, come back! I beg of you!
I love this man!
It seems you're the one who needs looking after, Master Shah. Raubahn!
Your Grace, I have kept the promise made.
So you have.
Oh yeah, by the way, if
And in
you
turn,
see the
so
beckoning
too
emote.
shall I keep mine.
I did know that. I did it with my
With your
succubus
winnings, you have
minion.
become one of the 6 most
lot.
wealthy souls in all Ul'dah. And so, as tradition dictates, Rauben Aldin, you have earned yourself a seat on the Syndicate. May your new station garner you still greater glories.
I am honored, Your Grace, and vow to serve with every fiber of my being from this day till my last.
Oh, just fucking marry this man already.
Long
Jesus
live
Christ.
Sultana, and long live Ul'dah!
Nah, he's my closest friend. As I hang off of him like a fucking monkey. I thought we were about to see like a lower poly version of Robin. Because I thought that his newer model without the arm was a completely different model, but no, they fixed it all up. Which cannot well express what that man means to me. Yeah! Yeah! What the fuck was that Hercules song? Don't say I'm in love? There are others who can who care deeply for my well-being, of course. Papa Shan's love for me is that of a grandsire for his grandchild. But upon matters of governance, I cannot turn to bodyguards and maidservants, of course, for counsel. Raban, with the authority of his syndicate position, was the first sword I could wield. His was the only edge which could cut the strings that bound me. Neat. I'll just... Well, I definitely don't want this. Guess I'll take some pudding. We must make haste. My absence will not go unnoticed by the Sultan sworn for long. There are other places I would visit. To the Arzeneth Asari? Great. I'm glad that not only did we not see the Sultana for fucking forever, but now we're getting some character development for her. So clearly she's about to die again. Where the hell is she? Oh, the thaumaturge. Great. Hey, Sogeth, it's been a while. You literally just popped your quest so you could become a thaumaturge, and then that was it. The fuck, sir? Oh, look at baby Thancred. Shit. Yeah. I really hate the chaos move rule set. It sucks. Because it's just, oh yeah, no, you can only play this random card. Fuck you. Whether it benefits you or not, who cares? Eat a dick. When the calamity threatened, Raban led the Alliance forces into battle on the plains of Cartano, and I remained here. I prayed with all my heart that Archon Louis Sois would have the power to rouse the 12. Since that day, I've made a custom of visiting this shrine during each of my little excursions. Here, I seek the blessing of Thal, reflect upon my choices, and ask myself if I am fulfilling my duties as Sultana. You are rightly celebrated as a champion because you have led the line in hundreds of battles for the good of Eorzea. In much the same way, I believe the measures of a monarch lies in how she leads her people in times of adversity. If I am to be a Sultana worthy of the name, I cannot turn a blind eye to the troubles facing Ul'dah. I have chosen my path, Sogeth. With Alamigo now freed from Imperial chains, I finally see a way to aid the refugees. Send them to Alamigo! They are their problem now. Already, many displaced Alamigans seek to begin the long trek home. To facilitate that process, I have made a small contribution, an artisan school in Rogger's Reach for any who wish to learn new trades. Realistically, however, it will take years for such training to yield tangible benefits. But we do not have years. These people will need shelter and employment if they are to survive. And this time, the Alden Treasury shall provide. Precisely where and how to allocate the necessary funds is, of course, another question. Let you ask a member of the Syndicate for advice. Why not seek the advice of one who employs refugees? Oh, this all leads back to Lolorito, doesn't it? A wise suggestion. Maybe a visit to the Gold Saucer is in order. Its proprietor is a member of the Syndicate, and he is one of the few who pay refugees a fair wage. I wonder, are you acquainted with Godbert Manderville? You could say that. I've seen him naked. Let's just put it like that. Let's just leave it at that. I have seen his penis. Then I need not explain his eccentric nature. Let's make our way to the landing, and I will see that word is sent to the Gold Saucer. Godbert should be the only too good to receive us. Are we going to see his son, too? His wacky son? Is Godbert still mourning the loss of Gigi? Oh, airship landing. Blech. You hear fireworks. Can't see them. Am I wrong? Oh. I was trying to remember where the elevator was. It's over here. I have ridden aboard a public airship before, but this shall be my first visit to the Gold Saucer. I must confess to some excitement. Yeah, watch out for this blithesome businessman, though. Oh god, where did she go? Nanamo! Nanamo, stay close! I had heard descriptions of its splendor, yet I never dreamed it would be so bright and inviting. Yeah, there are some seedy folks around here. No, I couldn't possibly. We did not come here to fritter away the royal coin. Godbert will be expecting us. Come, let us head directly to the lounge and ignore these gaudy temptations. How? Wait. I was about to say, how do we get to the lounge? Lounge. I guess. Does this mean this motherfucker sells food? He does not. I believe this is where we are to meet Lord Manderville. Shall we sit while we wait for his arrival? Please, God, let him be wearing clothes. Please. Godbert? My apologies, Your Grace. I have kept you waiting. No apologies are necessary, Godbert. My request was sudden, and you were kind to make yourself available at such short notice. When the intrepid Sogethnake and the Sultana herself come calling, there's no more important engagement. How's Gigi? How's your son? How's your wife? As to the purpose of my visit, I would have your thoughts on how the Crown might best aid the refugees residing in Thanalan. You are aware, I am sure, that many of the Alamigos' displaced sons and daughters long to return to their newly liberated homeland. You are also aware of how they will suffer without shelter and work to sustain them. I would use our nation's wealth to spare them that suffering. What advice have you for me on the matter of how it might be best to distribute? The unusual circumstances of our meeting and your Grace's choice of companion would suggest to me a desire for an honest and unvarnished opinion. I shall give you one. Shit's fucked. My advice to you is stop. Taxing Alda's wealth to save Alamegan refugees is a terrible, terrible idea. You oppose my proposition? Most emphatically, I agree with your grace that the refugees must have housing and employment. But what profit is there for Alda in this arrangement? Profit? After all you have done for Gyre Abana's displaced, I thought you the very last person to seek to benefit from their misfortune. Forgive me, your grace, but you appear to be laboring under a misapprehension. It is a fine endeavor to support one's fellow man. I fear, however, that your stance is one born of pity. Your intent is to save the refugees, is it not? For all our potential, we are indolent creatures by nature. If unconditional charity is all we know, then we begin to rely upon it, to expect it. And then we must consider Alda's own poor and downtrodden. Should they hear of you spending the nation's coin, not to improve their lot, but to nurture the distant citizens of Alamigo, it is unlikely they will applaud your generosity. Surely it is not your grace's intention to foster new resentments, but to spread goodwill. Indeed. Then any support I pledge to the refugees must promote self-sufficiency, whilst also serving the interest of the people of Alda. Exactly so. Such an arrangement will create a far more equitable relationship with the returning Alamegans, even as it generates the revenue required to win the approval of your subjects. You have given me much to ponder, Lord Mandeville. I thank you for your candor. Now I want him to stand up and his clothes just explode off. Well, back to business. It's just a lot of plot today, isn't it? Just a lot of plot today. Profit. The thought never crossed my mind. But standing about lamenting my naivety will not do anyone any good. It's all fucking plot! Never ends. What's up, Marco? I shall consider my lesson learned and press on. Sogeth, are you perchance acquainted? Gold Saucer is a banger. I don't know if this is the same music that plays in FF7, but it's catchy, and that's a problem because you hear it a lot. Sogeth, are you perchance acquainted with any successful merchants? It is. If my attempt at philanthropy is obliged to reap a profit, it would seem wise to consult someone with a knack for business. I'm gonna be an onion man soon, you could ask me. Ordinarily, I would not trust any agent of the East Aldenard Trading Company, but if you hold this Hancock fellow in high esteem, I'm content to be led by you. You may repay my faith by journeying to distant Kugane and speaking with him on my behalf. Eager though I am to visit those shores, I have not the leisure for a lengthy sea voyage. Now, assuming you will travel as adventurers are wont to do, I shall await your report by Aetherite in Alda. A fair journey to you, Sogeth, and a swift one, if you please. I'm pretty sure if I just, like, hold on to you, I can teleport you there. I don't know what the rules are for our teleporting abilities. Oh my god, there's triple triad by the dock. Triple triad, baby! Fuck are you? I found you in the dead of the night! Your cards are mine! Swap and Fallen Ace? Oh, God. I still have PTSD from Final Fantasy VIII. I don't know. I know some people who, when they talk about Final Fantasy VIII, it's all about, yeah, triple triad, baby! Fuck. Fuck! What am I supposed to do about this? Shit. Whatever. Alright, we may be out of our league. Just a teensy bit. Just a teensy tiny bit. I lost my shit trying to get all the cards. And apparently there's good reason to, because isn't there a bunch of abilities you can get from the triple triad cards? Okay, we can actually... Yeah. Why is he giving up now? What is happening? I don't trust this. You could convert your triple triad cards into actual abilities or something. You son of a bitch. Oh, is that what Fallen Ace does? Is that it just captures anything it's near? Seems like it'd be really good. Probably shouldn't have wasted it. Guess that is correct, but some of the people you play against are like chess bots on the highest difficulty. Oh, man. Echo now. Oh, don't worry! It's just more triple triad, baby! What the fuck did they give me? This? Vidofnir? Okay, so here's our strategy. We're gonna leave the middle open so I can just throw Noctis down and capture everything. If that is indeed how it works. Fuck. Alright, motherfucker, let's see. Fallen Ace! Yeah, that... Okay. That is how that works. Alright, what did you give me? A Hancock card? This is just pornography. What the fuck did you give me? Trading Company Associate. King of the Castle? Alright, yeah, no thanks. Fallen Ace is OP. Is it? Oh, if you have an Ace card, like the only Ace card we have is goddamn Noctis, and it was an event card. Sogeth, to what do I owe the pleasure? Or are you here on business? I'm here for pleasure. Sit down, sir. I beg your pardon. Her Grace the Sultana would have my opinion on how best to invest the wealth of Ulda. My dear Sogeth, I have you to thank for this recognition, I am sure. And I am flattered that you came to me. Truly flattered. But why settle for a lowly apprentice when you could have the master? Do not tell me to go see Lolorito. God damn it! I don't want to talk to Liquid Snake. Former Liquid Snake. Upon matters of profit, there is no living soul better qualified to advise Her Grace than the chairman, Lolorito, man whose morning exertions are said to fill his guard robe with gold. Liquid! Yeah, unfortunately, it's not voiced by Cam Clark anymore, so Lolorito has fallen down a peg. I should be happy to arrange a meeting for you, say, at the Scion's former headquarters in Thanalan. The Waking Sands would seem a suitably neutral venue for negotiations, don't you think? Fare you well, Sogeth, and may your dealings prove fruitful. So not only do we have to meet Lotharito, but we have to do it all the way in Horizon. God damn it. I literally said, I hope this doesn't lead to fucking Lotharito in the end, and here we are. Welcome back, Sogeth. Did your merchant friend have any useful advice to share? Yeah, about that. You're not gonna like the answer. With Lotharito, and you agreed to this? I'm well aware of his standing on the field of business, but I had hoped to keep the monetarist's arms at length, and him in particular. Nay, I cannot live in fear of the man. I must learn how to treat with him if I am to rule Alda effectively. He is technically the reason you're awake right now and not still in your coma. Very well, I will meet with Lotharito. Let us go on ahead to the Waking Sands and prepare for his coming. Great. Oh, we're here. I didn't have to... Oh, thank God I didn't have to walk to the Waking Sands. They knew! They knew that this sucks! Urage! Have you put on new clothes yet? No? Fuck! Yeah. Yeah, you can hold on to those, Urage. Forever. So this is where the Scions first congregated. I've heard many tales, but never had the occasion to visit. To work, then. The hour of the meeting draws near, and I would gather my thoughts. Pray see to it that we have the appointed room to ourselves. Sure. I'll let you sit right next to the bloodstains of where all of our friends were murdered that one time. Good times. Oh, fuck off, Liquid.
A personal summons from the Scions. This must be important business indeed. Though, if it concerns anything so underhand as an assassination, I fear I can be of little help.
God, I miss Cam Clark. God damn it. Ah, Lullafell! Ha! Do you perhaps have a booster seat for me? How rude! Oh, come on. Like he doesn't know who you are. He fucking knows.
You have made your point. 'Tis indeed unsettling to find oneself seated across from an impassive mask.
Yeah, clearly. Oh, and anybody who wears that kind of mask must be an asshole, right? Wow.
There, would this better please your grace? Or should I address you as Lady Lilira?
Oh, fucking course. Why are you still wearing the crown?
The deception has served its purpose. I'm glad to see you found amusement in my little jest, Lord Lotharito. But shall we proceed to the business at hand?
By all means. I must say, I'm most eager to hear your proposal.
He is... To know that he was voiced by Cam Clark should clearly indicate that this man is an asshole. Hot or not!
Simply put, I would aid the refugees camped in Thanalan in their efforts to return to Alamigo.
If I could use this man as a football, I fucking would.
The reparations you paid in the wake of your earlier misdemeanors will be used to fund the endeavor, together with the fortune seized from the late Teleji Adeleji's estate.
Also, fuck Teleji. Him too. All Olafels just...
But this plan is not intended to benefit the displaced alone. I would make of this an investment which shall enrich Uldar and Alamigo both. And who better to consult on matters of profit than the wealthiest man in all of Thanalan? I beseech you then, Lord Lolorito, share with us your mercantile wisdom.
Yeah, don't fall for it. This motherfucker is the reason why onions are so goddamn expensive.
Ah, 'twould seem your grace has matured beyond acts of earnest yet misplaced charity. Pray tell me more.
I'm here too.
To summarize, in return for facilitating the repatriation of refugees
I
and
use them as the
assisting in the
nunchucks.
establishment of new industry,
I just have to break him in half first.
you ask that a proportion of all subsequent profits be promised to Uldar.
I could use him as a footstool, a doorstop. Honestly, like, before when he was voiced by Cam Clark, he just sounded like Liquid. But now he just kind of sounds like somebody trying to do a Mark Hamill impression. It's weird.
Huh, I am impressed, your grace. 'Tis an elegant solution, albeit one lacking certain crucial details, specifically which industry and where.
How swiftly you identified the weakness in my plan, just as I knew you would.
Oh, look at me.
Your travels have taken you across the length and breadth of Gir Abania, and you know the land far better than I.
I collected the fart clouds, yes.
Which of the settlements you visited would best provide a home for our refugees? Which has the greatest potential to flourish, given the appropriate investment?
Fucking... okay, I was about to say... Oh god, they are gonna make me choose! Ah! Alright, hold on. Ganha? Honestly, the saltery, because there's so much salt. But I want to look at these other places first. The beautiful stone sourced and cut here used to build the royal palace of Allah. Okay. So Alagana has beautiful stones. What about Alagiri? Was Alagiri export? It's a good trade route, I guess. Then obviously the saltery is good for salt. Fuck it, the saltery. I don't know.
Ah, yes, that desolate little village on the shore of Loch Seld.
All the free salt we could ever want.
Products well. The Imperial invasion brought an end to their more widespread distribution, much to the dismay of many a wealthy gourmand, myself included. Salt has ever been a transformative ingredient, and in this instance, I dare say, it could transform a modicum of effort into a mountain of gill.
Yeah, salt, baby!
The local citizens will need to be consulted, of course, but I trust the East Aldenar Trading Company can be relied upon to provide its assistance in negotiating a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Politics! This is exactly what I wanted out of Stormblood.
Naturally, Your Grace. I shall dispatch representatives well versed in the extraction of this white gold and wring every last ounce of profit from its production.
When I was promised a storm of blood, this is not what I was expecting.
The Loch's bounty will contribute to Alamigo's enrichment, whilst easing the burden on the bull's aching shoulders. Just as Your Grace desired.
A deal is struck then.
Are we gonna sign a contract, or are we just gonna believe this motherfucker? If you need me to extract the white gold from this motherfucker, I'll do it, if you know what I mean. Are you gonna fuck him? What the fuck does that mean? I fear it will be many years before I feel comfortable taking part in such negotiations. But I shall not complain. We have piqued Lolorito's interest and secured his invaluable expertise. Thank you, Sogeth. I could not have done it without you. Great. More pudding. It is a lot of plot. Just a lot of fucking plot. Of course, our course is decided. I shall return to the palace and have my ministers begin work on implementing the particulars of the plan. If I could prevail upon you one more time, Sogeth, I would ask that you convey the details of our negotiations to Commander Hext on your return to Alamigo. Yeah, great. I'm sure she's also excited to be dealing with this kind of shit all the time now. My thanks again. Together we have laid the groundwork for an endeavor which promises to benefit the people of Alamigo and Alda both. Good plot. Yeah. Politics, baby. That was the Storm of Blood. It was all politics. It wasn't, you know, literal blood. It was figurative blood. From the exchange of words and money. What the fuck are you looking at? Alright, you're not from around here. Can't imagine that what call you'd have to chat with me, but by all means, if you got something to ask away. What the fuck are you looking at? That's not even an option. What the fuck are you looking at? Hold on. What's she looking at? The stars? I guess. Where's Clive's star? Oh wait. Oh wait. Elise, I sold the whole Salt Corporation. Sogeth, you're back! What did Nanamo... I'm sorry. Are you allowed to talk about your audience with the Sultana? So Raban says he's going to return to Alda, but she isn't sure he wants to. Huh. Tell us something we don't know, but I'm pleased to hear she's committed to helping our refugees come home. And this plan to revitalize the Saltery does make a lot of sense. Quite how you convinced her to seek Lolorito's help is another question. After all that has happened, he is the very last person I would expect her to return to for advice. But on a more practical note, Lise, assuming the interim government elects to accept Alda's proposal, I have one caveat I should like you to include in the bargain. Alamigo must be permitted to cover a portion of the investment. We have a fortune at our disposal, after all, and allowing Alda to provide the entirety of the capital will afford Lolorito too much control. Honestly, Alphino, it's like Kugane never happened. What exactly does a ruthless profiteer have to do to earn your trust? But yes, you do make a good point. First things first, though, we need to discuss this proposal with the Saltery's residents. How about we go get all of that money first, instead of making plans with it? Iskar, how do you fancy explaining the Sultana's plan to your grandfather? I'd like to hear what Watt thinks of the idea before agreeing to anything. Right away, Commander. Would you mind coming along, Sogeth? I might need you to fill in the details. I might need you to persuade my grandfather, if you know what I mean. And I shall come as well. Should Watt wish to discuss figures, my knowledge of the nation's finances may prove useful. Great. Can I go back to fighting icons and big cool dungeons and bosses? No, is this my life now? Is this Lisa's life now? Just fucking politics? Yep. Oh, God. Now I see why everybody loves Stormblood so much. Next thing you know, we're going to be painting our wagon red. you know, literally. 14. We are what? Securing the saltery? Apparently, securing the saltery was the right option, but holy shit, do we still have more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've only done 5 missions this whole time? We've been here for 2 hours! Oh! Jesus Christ! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's still like 16 quests before anything cool happens still. Holy shit! Stormblood, baby! Keep at it. Oh, God. Oh, man. Is that Cloud? No. What manner of mischief brings you young'uns to Old Wat at this time, huh? They want to rebuild the Saltery, Granddad. Sogeth, tell them about the deal. Well, bugger me. We've never had the coin or the hands to put the place back to how it was. But it sounds like that's about to change. There's just one small wrinkle in your plan. It doesn't account for all the nasties queuing up to eat anyone who goes near the shore. The king used to send soldiers to call the buggers, but the Imperials weren't about to help the likes of us. Don't worry, Granddad. We'll take care of that. Commander Hext has been talking about starting up regular patrols, and I'm sure she'd assign me to the lock if I asked. I'd appreciate that, Whiskar, my lad. Truly I would. So does this mean you've gotten better with that blade of yours? I've been training, but mostly to kill Imperials. You've some experience hunting monsters, don't you, Sogeth? Think you could cast an eye over a few of the local beasties and teach me how to deal with them? Great. Let's not waste any time then. I'll see you by the lock. Whilst you are busy attending to the local fauna, I shall have Master Watt explain to me exactly what is required to restore the Saltery to its former glory. Good hunting. Ah, you got tired of talking, huh? Well, go out there and start killing some trash mobs, baby. Right then, Sogeth, I've got a spyglass here you can use to take a closer look at these pests. Once you've got their measure, you can tell me what to do, and we'll see how well I get on. Oh, we're going to be using the blow dart again. Neat. We've been using this mechanic more than we have the fucking diving mechanic. Oh, what a beastie. Discover its weak point. Feel like its weak point has to be its tail. Or maybe its abdomen or its head. Or what am I looking for here? Its pincer? Its back? Excuse me? I am observing. Its neck. Its back. Its pussy and its crack. I don't fucking know. Its legs? What am I looking at? Excuse me! Discover the Yabby's weak point. I'm trying, man. I really am. Its horns? I am observing. Yeah? What the fuck am I looking at? I'll just sit here for 3 hours and wait till it decides to fucking go to sleep. Hold on. Why is this so complicated? Jaw? I was looking at the jaw. Oh. Okay. Wow. I wasn't looking hard enough, I guess. The Abbey's entire body is protected by a hard carapace, but the underside of the head looks soft and vulnerable. Ah, looks like you found a Yabby. They say hitting their shells like smacking a rock. Any suggestions? Aim for the soft underside of the head. Just hit it as hard as you can. Yeah! Sure. Vulnerable under the head, are they? Right then, wish me luck. Just gotta do a weird underswing. And hope that its head gets close. Wow. And he leveled up, too. Thanks, Sogeth. I did just as you told me, and the Wave King went down like a sack of popotos. Let's find something else. Oh, he's got a fucking bloodlust. Oh, God. He wants to kill everything now. Oh, don't make me look at the lightning sprite. I think I can handle the Yabbies now, so we should try something different. What else is there? Look for Phobads. Which one was the Phobad? Oh. Okay. It's eye, clearly. Just like a shark, you just gotta poke it in the eye and it'll totally let you go. Phobad's hands are large and powerful, but destroying its crystallized core should render the salt golem inanimate. You sense power pulsating from behind its brow. A Phobad. How do I defeat one of those? Just hit it really, really hard. As hard as you can. Destroy the core within its brow. Inside its head, is it? I'll try to stab it right between the eyes then. No, stab it in the eye. This motherfucker's gonna die. Oh, he did it. He flattened it. Oh, it's not easy fighting with the Liberator of Alamigo watching your every move. But I got the job done. Thanks for the advice, Sogeth. I feel a lot better prepared for my patrols now. Any road, we should head back to the Saltery before Granddad starts to worry. To worry, I've been snipped into pieces and fed to a Yabby's hatchlings. And I watched. I see you returned in one piece. Dealt with those beasties then, did you? I fought them myself! After a bit of instruction from Sogeth here, like... Once I've shared what I've learned with the others, we should have no trouble keeping the shoreline clear. Good lad. A fine young man you've become, Whiskar. A fine young man indeed. Too often of late I hear tales of folk over in the city, drunk on victory and hungry for revenge, their heads stuck firmly in the past. But we need to set our sights on the future, on things which'll improve our lot. Things like getting the Saltery ready to welcome our long-lost countrymen. Great. 6 quests done. 6 quests done in 2 hours. All these politics, man. I need to get my melon back out. My lucky melon. Oh, what are we getting here? A measure of his reach? Okay. Seems Whiskar has the Saltery security well in hand. I, meanwhile, had discussed the next steps with Master Watt and completed my inspection of the site. With a little work, the vacant buildings here could be made into very presentable dwellings. Message from General Alden! Apologies for the interruption, sir, but the General would speak with you at your earliest convenience. Do not feel obliged to wait around on my account. I will remain here to hammer out the finer details with Watt and act as an intermediary with our business partners in Alda. You should go. General Alden asked that you wait for him by the main gate in Alamegan Quarter. My apologies again, sir. Fare you well. Oh, don't worry, guys. We know nothing exciting happens for a while, so this is just going to be more politics. My favorite. We're not going to unlock a trial. We're not going to unlock a dungeon. We get hit with a goddamn blow dart. He made me wait till nighttime? That motherfucker! He's been standing here staring at the sun for hours.
Apologies for the wait. People are screaming for the butcher's blood again. No sooner have we broken up one mob than another forms. Thankfully, all have been amenable to reason, thus far. But it is no concern of yours. We must speak of the men Arenvald and his comrades apprehended in the peaks.
Yeah?
By their uniforms, the captives were first judged to be Imperial troops. But after further investigation, their true identities came to light.
Yeah?
I dare say you remember Yuyuhasi and Laurentius, the fugitives who conspired with Captain Ilberd in the Crystal Brave's betrayal.
Fucking, oh yeah? I completely forgot about those two. I imagine they were just, you know, in the conglomerate crowd that was, you know, turned into Omega.
Aye, well, it would seem they followed him all the way to the wall. It was they who orchestrated the slaughter of the resistance fighters prior to the Griffin's infernal ritual.
Yeah, I assume they succumbed to the ritual too.
Were it in your hands, how would you punish these men?
Death. Their lives would be forfeit. Execution is not the answer. Their lives would be... Yeah, fuck it. Fuck them.
Hear, hear. There is no more fitting sentence for the perpetrators of such a massacre, and that is but one of their crimes. In any event, I thank you for your honesty. When the time comes for the Alliance to pass judgment, I'll see that your opinion is heard.
Good, we're gonna get a redemption arc for those two, and then we're gonna be like, oh god, wait! I said to put them to death! No!
Well, that concludes our business here. But there is more I would say. Walk with me.
Okay. Do you want me to hold your hand too? I'm right-handed, so this is going to be a little awkward considering your whole missing arm thing.
I bear a share of the blame for Ilbert's atrocities. Had I openly supported the cause of Alamegan liberation, he might not have felt driven to do what he did.
I also taught him the word sloppy. It was not my proudest moment.
Things could have been different, and I'm sorry they aren't. But even after all that has happened, my homeland is free. With the Scions and the Alliance at their side, my countrymen have reclaimed what many thought lost forever. Under her new leadership, I have every confidence that Alamigo will emerge from the shadow of the Empire and rise once more to greatness. Which means my work here is done. Soon I will return to Uldar and take my place at the Sultana's side.
Uh-huh. Yeah, about that.
I'll not deny there's a part of me that wants to stay. The same part that contemplated renouncing my rank and joining you as a wandering sellsword.
I am a scion, sir. How dare you?
But I pledged my blade to Nanamo, and I will not betray that oath.
Is this truly what you want, Father?
It is. Ever has my sword been hers to command, and ever shall it remain.
Oh, just fucking marry her. I saw the past. I saw the visions. Just kiss the girl.
Thank you for lending an ear. When all the rest are clamoring for me to stay, I trust you'll send me on my way.
With a boot in your ass. Got it. Great. Well, back to politics. That took longer than I intended, but at least you know where I stand. Now that's settled. Arenvald, what news? We have a problem, sir. The politics, it just keeps coming. A group of Ananta has arrived at the main gates, and I don't mean the Vira. These are Kalyana, the ones that summon the Primal. They're insisting they be allowed to attend the council. Lisa's trying to reason with them, but she may need help. An invitation was extended to all the native beast tribes, but we assume the Kalyana would refuse it out of hand. We had best go and see for ourselves. Pippin, take command of our forces and be ready for battle. Great. Sogeth, you've dealt with the Kalyana before. I'd have you at my side. Great. Can't wait for them to re-summon what's-her-name again. Oh, all the way out there. Alright. All the way out there. Oh, you think we'll be able to see, Xenos' corpse? Actually, yeah, does that mean we just can't go back to that garden we were at? Ever again? It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience that we sat there for, what, 40 minutes waiting? I guess so. Huh. Could have taken some nice pictures there. sure this is going to go well. Very well. Sogeth, Raban! Gods, it's good to see you. Ah, the Slayer has come. We have not forgotten how you sinned against the Lady of Bliss. But we did not come here to shed blood. You claim to seek harmony with all who call Gyr Abanya home. If this is truly your wish, you will welcome us as envoys of the Ananta. It is our wish, and you are welcome, but we cannot condone the summoning of primals. If you want to enter the palace, I must ask that you first surrender any crystal jewelry. You have my word that it will be returned to you when the meeting is over. We will do as you ask, but you will not have our weapons. We are not so foolish as to place ourselves entirely at the mercy of our tormentors. I reckon that's the closest we're going to get to a compromise, and we will have people standing guard. Aye, let them keep their swords. Then we have an agreement. Lead the way to the meeting chamber. Now we're going to have a 55-minute politics cutscene of just talking back and forth. Why do I have the feeling we've welcomed a viper into our midst? I mean, literally. Also, hold on here. Do I want to use this as a samurai, or do I want to use it as a Dark Knight? Let's just see which one gives us a cooler looking weapon. Weapon coffer. Show me the weapons. So we can get an Adenta Kai, which is a red katana, or... Never mind, it's not a red katana. We can get a Kanesada Kai, which is a golden katana. Or for the Dark Knight, we can get a big katana. Oh, we can get a big katana. Fuck it. Odenta Kai. Fortunately, I can't use it for a long time. Yeah, it's just a big katana, but you know what? It makes sense since we're coming off of a samurai into a Dark Knight. So I'll take it. I'll take this. Turn of the Bull. Oh, we're getting a tiny little rub-on minion. And they're totally not gonna kiss. Absolutely not. This Kalyana Elder's intentions seem at odds with all we know of her tribe. What think you, Sogeth? The enthralled cannot be trusted. Mayhap even the enthralled can learn to compromise. I don't think the enthralled can be trusted. They are singular-minded. And it's, you know, their icon, their primal. It is said that once a creature has fallen under the sway of her primal, there is no salvation. And I strongly doubt the Kalyana have suddenly broken free of Lakshmi's will. Whatever the truth, I would take no chances. The guards must be strengthened, ideally with people who know a thing or two about primals. Can we rely on the Scions? Great! I can't wait to watch Y'shtola get fucking killed again. I'll round up your comrades and send them to Alamegan Quarter. You can go ahead if you like, Sogeth. My thanks. I will see you in the palace. Great. We're literally gonna watch Y'shtola get squashed like a bug. Every expansion! Great. Well, back to politics. There's Ustala. There's Thancred. No Urage? Sogeth, I've brought reinforcements. No Alice? Arenval told me the arrival of our unexpected guests, and I agreed that it would be prudent to call upon Yustola and Thancred as well. One can never be too careful when dealing with the enthralled. I am not familiar with the Kalyana tribe myself, but Alice's report suggested that they shunned contact with other races. Despised it, in fact, even compared to other Ananta. Indeed, this apparent reversal in attitude is most curious. No one expected a response to our invitation, much less an envoy, and I imagine Lys was forced to make some rather hasty arrangements in order to accommodate them. Speaking of which, how should we deploy ourselves? If the meeting is to be held in the throne room, it would seem wise to have eyes both inside and outside the palace. Yustola and I can stand guard without. That leaves the three of you to keep watch over proceedings in the throne room itself. Did he mean to say outside? Sure. Whatever. Thancred's brain's a little, scrambled since, Realm Reborn, so you can't blame him too bad. Understood. We should join General Alden inside then. Sogeth, do you know of the rear entrance to the palace? It's on the eastern edge of the city, at the top of the stairs. The guard there should have been instructed to let us pass. Great. Can't wait to get into more politics. My favorite. Here's for another 2 hours of trade negotiations. Yay! You're with the Scions, sir. General Alden left orders that you were to be escorted inside. If you'll follow me. Alright, here we go! Trade routes! Profits! Words! What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Is that a poop rat? I don't remember those things.
Thank you all for coming. I am Lys Hext, and I speak for the Resistance.
Yeah, hold on. I let one of the trash mobs in. Just give me a sec to slay this fucking thing.
Among you are village elders, refugee leaders, envoys from the Ananta and the Kikern.
I don't remember that thing. Did we meet those things? Why don't I fucking remember it?
You've come from every corner of Girabania to help decide the future of Alamigo. But before that, I want to ask you a question. What was the first thing you noticed when you came in?
The weird fucking creature here!
For me, it was that empty throne.
Yeah, and Xenos' blood, and obviously his corpse that we left over there. I don't know what they were talking about when they said they buried him. He's just over there, on the ground.
It has no one to sit on it now. No viceroy, no king.
Nah, man. Smash that shit. Cody Rhodes that shit with a sledgehammer.
Would any of you like to take their place?
Or you can do the One Piece thing where everybody throws their weapons in front of it and nobody sits on this throne.
Or should someone else sit there? Then let's sit here in a circle, as equals, and
as friends. Great. Bring in the round table. Or not, just on the fucking floor like savages.
expertly done. Lys has removed monarchy as a choice early in the game and positioned them to consider a joint government. All things considered, I would say events have got off to a fine start.
Yeah, good. Now for the rest of this 50-minute cutscene.
And that is Alagana's stance on the matter.
Thank you, Ragenfrid. Another vote in favor. Next, let's hear from Shanti of the Kaliana. Tell us, how do your people feel about the idea of a republic?
Yeah?
Yananta, wish only that those who dwell within Gia Abania devote themselves to our faith.
Yeah? Oh, this is not going to end well.
You shall all worship Sri Lakshmi!
Yeah, okay.
Lady of bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage.
Where is she getting the crystals for this? From the goddamn water? Wait. Yeah, see, this was a bad idea. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, woman?
This can't be happening. No crystals were allowed through the door.
We can worry about the how of it later. We need to evacuate these people right now, or the Primal will make thralls of them all.
It's up to us.
Really? I'm gonna do this fight by myself? Great. I'm sure everybody in this council will be like, yeah, that was cool. We're all friends. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I was not expecting what's his name here, Ehrenwald, to be as important as he has been.
Damn it! The guards were already turned. Fools!
I thought he was just gonna be like another hoary boulder. Just shows up once or twice and then, you know, he's gone.
Kaliana would see us all enthralled.
Then they're going to be sorely disappointed. We have the Warrior of Light and Ehrenwald to shield us.
Aye, but they can't well defend your guests and attack the Primal, can they? We're stuck on the back foot.
All right, I think I have an idea. Keep these people safe, General. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Uh-huh. Again, this one cutscene has more budget than the entirety of A Realm Reborn did.
Whatever she's about, you'd best make it quick.
Yep.
Come then. Who will be next to die on my steel?
So am I just gonna fight this fucking primal by myself? Oh. Darn. Oh, never mind. We have Ehrenwald to help. How do we fight her without leaving our allies wide open? We can't stay on the back foot forever. No, damn it. If I think that we've already lost... If I think like that, we've already lost. I have the Warrior of Light at my side. We can do this! Isn't that right, Sogeth? Use the duty action Deflect to dissipate the Aether Sphere's Lakshmi releases during the battle. Be warned that allowing an ally to be enthralled by an Aether Sphere will result in failure. Great. So we are on the back foot this whole time. This isn't really a fight, it's more just deflect shit. Aether Sphere? Oh, okay. Well, that's not so bad. We can manage. See, good plot. Oh, yeah! I'm so glad that our goddamn politics was violently interrupted. Oh. I can't very well protect them from that shit. At least we get the music too. So yeah, wait, was there just crystals in the fucking water? The plot be plotting. I hate to inform, but I don't think we're going to be getting any kind of that plot from this lady. They keep saying she's a snake, so I don't think we're getting any. Oh my lord! Okay! The weirdest version of Defender I've ever played. Or whatever that game was where you're basically just shooting missiles at incoming missiles. And aliens. I think that was called Defender. Holy shit! Please! Please! Can we not get some fucking mirrors in here?
I shall free you from your hate.
Oh, you know what? There is no point in fighting her. You just healed all the way. Oh god. Oh god. What if we make her enthrall herself?
Damn it all! It's only a matter of time before we miss one.
Oh, there you go. I didn't even know she could do that.
What of it? Do you want to kill this thing or not?
All right, finally, one storm of blood. One singular storm of blood. Imagine we still have to worry about the spheres. No. Not the fucking get away, Lupus! Lupus! You know what they say, you just can't get rid of Lupus. Always finds a way. Oh boy, I need healing. Oh, thank you, Alf. Alright, never mind, we got Alf with us. We're fine. Where did she go? Where did she? Oh, shit! Yeah? Lise? Lise? I can't run away from this. They need us. Yeah, but this doesn't exactly protect them, does it? Actually, no, I need Alf here. Alf, you stay, I need a healer. Alf! Alf, no! Alf! Alright. At least we don't have to worry about that anymore. But now we're what, 3 DPS in a tank? 4 DPS in a tank? Oh, this team's fucked! last night's Monster Hunter all over again. What should I have for breakfast? What? Oh, is this just a mash? Oh, easy. A banana, maybe. For chance. Oh, God! Oh, God! No one's gonna love my friends but me! I don't know. I have the very poor advice of, hey, I never ate breakfast, ever. And look at me now. I have horrible fucking debilitating sleep problems. Who needs that natural energy for the rest of the day? Fuck that! You use that extra time to sleep. Be late for everything. Have no energy to do anything. I can't... Oh. No! You know what? That one's on me, boys. Lupus. Oh, is this her redemption arc? Is everybody gonna forgive her after this? You know what? Oh, fuck. At least they gave us plenty of time to wander around. Ow! Holy shit! I have bananas. Could make grilled cheese, cereal, or some oatmeal. Cereal's usually the easiest and the laziest. Oatmeal's probably real good for you. Grilled cheese for breakfast, though. I feel like that's a greasy way to start your day. It's more of a lunch thing. But we're all adults. Fuck it. If we want to eat ice cream for breakfast, who gives a shit? We gained that privilege by becoming adults. Fuck it. Pizza for breakfast. I'm a big, strong adult now. I can make irresponsible decisions when I want to. Ah, fuck it, no breakfast. That's usually how I go. Oh, holy shit. Usually just don't eat anything during the day and just eat a whole lot all at once for dinner. That gets me through 24 hours. With the most important meal of the day next to lunch and dinner. Who needs lunch? If you're not serving it up Gary's way, then how is it going to be the most important meal of the day? Oh yeah, she's just going to be fucking slamming this. Yeah, I'm working on it. Unfortunately, it appears I'm the only one doing DPS here. You need to kill her now. I'm trying. I'm the only one doing anything. Music slaps though. Yeah, apparently everybody keeps saying it's the best part of Stormblood. The plot's whatever, but oh boy, the battle music. Storm of blood, forged from blood of our fallen brothers. Did we do it? We didn't kill this thing. What do you mean? It still had so much health. Is this where the free trial ends? Apparently, yeah. Now Stormblood is where the free trial ends now. So you can go all the way up to like level 70, level 80. Level 70, I believe.
We did it! We beat her!
Which, if you fucking think about it, that is 450 hours of content right there. Free trial my ass. That's a commitment. No, not again! Back to your cell with you! At least you could look more urgent. You really took your time with this, huh? Do it, pussy. Blue Square for making such hot characters. That's what you're getting with Final Fantasy. You're not getting good stories and whatever music and insane budgets. You're getting hot characters doing hot things. Do it, pussy.
I'm only gonna say this once. The Ananta just summoned their primal in the throne room. My friends are fighting her, but they need help. They need someone with the echo, and by the gods, I wish I had it, but I don't.
I forgot Lise doesn't have it. So how the fuck is Lise never enthralled by any of the primals we have fought up to this point? Has she just gotten lucky?
I told you before that you still had time, but things have changed. I need your answer now.
I guess she was always with Papalmo. Papalino.
You can end it like Xenos,
You're the only one who fights them.
Alamigo. Your choice.
I guess, but like Y'shtola and like Thancred and all that have been immune to the thralls. And I imagine there have been situations where Yida / Lise was in the vicinity when primals were summoned. Right? You and Aldenard are the only ones with the echo. Is that really the case? I always thought Thancred and Y'shtola had resistance to it too, because obviously Thancred was there with us when, No, they all leave you to fight. Okay. Huh. Huh. I could have sworn that Thancred was there when we fought, when Ifrit was summoned way back, but, FF14... So who has the echo? Let me just look this up real quick. I hope this doesn't have horrible, horrible spoilers. List of known characters with the Echo. The Warrior of Light, the Warrior of Darkness, the Ashians, Minfilia. Minfilia had it. I remember that. Ysayle? Oh yeah, Ysayle did have it. That's how she didn't fall to Shiva's. Kryl has it. And then a whole bunch of names I've never heard of. Yeah. Huh. Weird. I guess I just misinterpreted it as all the Scions had it. It's what made them special. At least the main 7 Scions. You know, our Z fighters. Alright, back to your cell. Oh, it's what makes you special. There's a lot of things that make me special, apparently. Like the fact I have no fucking voice. And apparently that I'm also the only one who can see this weird fucking creature.
7 hells. It's her. The butcher.
The rest of them are the Z fighters. Oh, man. Always can rely on TN. He could put Cell in a hole. I'm sure Kral could, you know, put Xenos in a hole if she wanted to. Are they gonna all gonna start clapping for Lupus? This is happening a lot lately. Ah, the good times. Ah, I remember all those. I mean, oh no, oh the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy.
It's done. Take me back to my cell.
Can you guys at least pretend to take her back to her cell?
You are not forgiven. Not you. You I will never forgive. But I will thank you. For standing against a primal and saving us from servitude. You have my thanks.
Anyway, back to prison with you. Well, that was fun. Finally, some excitement in my politics. But anyway, back to another 50-minute cutscene of politics. Well, fought Sogeth, Arenvald. That was a near thing. I'm so surprised Arenvald has stuck around this long. Man in generic armor with the generic face paint option and the generic short hair. I thought he was going to be just a casualty to make everybody feel bad, but here we are. Our stand against the Kalyana would have been brief indeed had you not volunteered for guard duty. We'd be enthralled as surely as our sentries were. They must have planned this far in advance. Security was my responsibility, and I know how dangerous primals can be. I should have... Ah! It's my fault! My stupid mistake. Nay, lass, we were all caught unawares. We will take this as a lesson and watch our own more carefully in future. You can be sure that the lackeys who smuggled the crystals into the throne room weren't the only thralls in our ranks. The soldier who first spoke up in favor of the Kalyana keeping their weapons springs to mind. Oh, so they didn't just get the energy from the water. They had crystals in the water, stored in the water. A primal servant is betrayed by his aura. If you mean to conduct an investigation, I can identify any others acting under Sri Lakshmi's influence. Thanks, Jistola. We'd appreciate the help. Speaking of help, I almost fell over when Fordola turned up. What was she even doing here? I asked her to come. Use your fucking echo, Arenvald! It's what makes us special! Well, that explains it then. It's sad, but Ragnfrid was right. Her victims will never forgive her for what she's done. But I don't think Fordola picked up that sword looking for forgiveness. She wanted to fight for her country. If you say the world in which Fordola grew up in is partially to blame for what she became, then as an Alamegan, I can feel responsible for improving that world. We can't ignore what's happening right now. We have to show people a better way than vengeance. We risk giving birth to a new generation of skulls. I know it's idealistic, but I want to help people to let go of their old grievances and make peace with each other. And I'll hold 1,000 meetings and talk till I'm blue in the face if that's what it takes. Sure, Lise, you could do that. I'm not. I'm gonna go have a happy, fun adventure over there. It is a long and arduous path you have chosen, but one well worth walking. Rest assured that I will do what I can to help you reach your destination. Thank you, Alphino. The first step will be to get our representatives back into the throne room. They're a little shaken, but not one of them seemed ready to run. We're all determined to finish what we started. We'll see that you're not interrupted, Sogeth. You and the Scions are to stand down. Get some rest. You've earned it. Yeah, all these politics is really... Oh. Tuckered me out. Oh, God. Hey, Xenos' body still up here? We have to stop meeting like this, Rabon.
A fine spot to contemplate the heavens. The meeting is over. The envoys have chosen to instate a government model on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people. It is a fair decision, and one which signals the end of my part in all this. But I would gaze upon Girabania's stars one last time before I leave.
They're all the same stars, Rabon. You can see these stars from Ulda. It's fine. Oh God, are we gonna kiss? Is that why he's been meeting me at night all these times? He's been throwing hints at me, but I'm too fucking oblivious? Kind of just snuck in here, didn't you? Ah, Lorafel! Ah! Assassin! Oh, are they finally gonna kiss?
Forget something?
Fucking, oh yeah! The Sultana's big, heavy feet.
There was no word.
Sound just like mine. Her big stomping boots.
Rabon Aldin, you are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
But, Your Grace...
Rabon, I am no longer a child.
Oh, well, clearly I'm not interested, says Rabon. Farewell.
Stay here in your homeland. Work with your brethren. Rebuild Alamigo.
You desire to stand alone. I understand, but remember what happened.
I remember full well the consequences of my naivety, and thus did I consult at length with a most trusted advisor ere I embarked upon this course.
A most trusted advisor? And what of me? Am I no longer deserving of your confidence?
What trust can there be between us when you withhold the truth from me? Did you think me oblivious to the anguish in your eyes when you spoke of returning to Uldar? For years and years, we have trusted one another. Yet now you refuse to confess your heart's desire.
I swore an oath to you that day on the sands. I pledged my sword.
Didn't you give that sword to Pippin?
You served me well. But in Pippin you have
Yeah,
forged
there you
a
go.
new sword,
Fuck
as
it.
sharp and deadly as the blade you bequeathed him.
I'm taking your son. Goodbye.
I will show you a sultana who can wield every weapon at her disposal, including Lolorito and his monetarist cronies. So follow your heart, please. You are home. You are free.
Honestly, the way I was going to say to solve this is either send Pippin to take Ralbon's place in Ulda, or have Pippin be the leader of Alamigo, because he's younger, he's fresh. He can help rebuild it longer. Let Ralbon, you know, be an old man. Let him retire. Who gives a shit?
Nanamo.
Smile for me, Raubon. I would have this parting be a joyous one.
Thank you, Your Grace. It has been an honor to serve you and Ulda.
Tomorrow you will serve Alamigo and fight for the good of all Eorzea. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Grace.
I kissed the girl. Fa la 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 la. Oh, okay. Well, I hope they brought an umbrella up there. Have fun with that, idiots. Guys, this is probably not a good time to be standing out here.
Thanks for shielding us from Lakshmi, you two. If you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
You're kind to include me, Lise. But we both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow. No shame in admitting it. The Warrior of Light has put far better men than me in the shade.
Did I mention that I encountered the Sultana in the palace? It would seem Her Grace has come to Girabania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project.
Yeah, I don't think that's why she's here, Alphino. Someday you'll understand what it's like to love someone. Ah, you little scamp. Rustles your hair. Ah.
She was in search of General Oldin, and I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope he was still there.
He's so pure and innocent, he has no idea that they're fucking on the rooftop right now.
Are you in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
Ah, Lalafell! Ha! Ah, two Lalafells!
I was merely informing my companions.
Be at ease, Alphino. 'Twas only a jest.
Guess gotta stop sneaking up on us like that.
But I must yield the floor to Raubon. He has an important announcement to make.
As of yesternight, I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
Oh.
I shall be assuming my father's duties. And may I say that Tizona has never felt heavier upon my back.
Yeah, fuck it. You have inherited his oath. It comes with the sword. Good luck, child.
Twould seem I am in need of employment. Mayhap one of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company or some such.
Oh, you want to be a scion now, is that it?
You may be getting on in years, Father, but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off. Your remaining hand.
The fuck did you say to me, boy?
Yes, the bull of Alamigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
Your Grace has developed a wicked edge to her humor, and you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold the same for you.
It'll happen to you, boy.
So, does this mean you're staying?
Aye. That seems to be the way of it. I would be glad to aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you'll have me.
If, he says. Welcome home, Rauban.
It's really weird. She was going to try to shake him with the other hand. And the Sultana was going to lose it.
Well, that was unexpected. Though you seem distinctly unsurprised.
Can we get out of the rain, please?
Either you are more astute than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch. In any event, one thing is certain. Alamigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
It's still going. Alright, another cutscene. I think it's about time I headed back to Rogger's Reach. What's next for all of you? Alasay will be eager to hear of recent events, so I shall join you if you've no objections. I'd welcome the company. Sogeth, why don't you come along to the Reach as well once you've said your farewells to Nanamo and the others? Do I have to? Upon completion of this quest, you will be able to access the palace's rooftop gardens by speaking to the royal menagerie attendant. Oh! Well, there you go. We can go back to the rooftop. And see the exact point where we killed Xenos. Actually, technically, that's a lie. He killed himself. Alright, I should say goodbye to them. I've asked enough of you, Sogeth. My only words for you now are those of gratitude. Seems my road has come full circle. I appreciate the support you showed. Oh, I was about to say, is that another motorcycle? I appreciate the support you showed for my earlier decision, overruled though it was. Rogger's Reach. Affiliate. Yeah. Well, here we are again. Alphino has regaled me with the thrilling tale of hidden treasure troves, mid-meeting betrayals, unlikely alliances, and joyous homecomings. It would seem I missed everything. Oh yeah, I guess that is how I have to remember this, is that these were all added as, like, patches. So basically, as giant groups of quests that were added over the months after Stormblood. So basically, from holy shit, from Arenvald's adventure, basically way back when we did that first dungeon, all the way to now was one patch. This was 4.1, The Legend Returns. So then the next patch is obviously 4.2, Rise of a New Sun, which... Hey, guess what? There are no dungeons or trials in 4.2. So, you know what? We finally beat patch 1. Holy shit, that was a lot of text. I was patrolling the palace grounds with Thancred and Y'shtola when we heard the report of a primal in the throne room. I honestly doubted my own ears. As others have said, we were lucky to have our Echo-blessed champions nearby this time, but we'll need to keep a closer eye on the Kalyana. You can say that again. This whole episode has reminded me just how far apart our kind still are. Looks like centuries of fear and mistrust really can't be washed away in a day. But someone has to make an effort at reconciliation if these conflicts are ever going to end. Naturally, a lot of people are crying out for vengeance, but I've been doing my best to calm things down. Violent reprisals will only lead to more summonings. Indeed, violence will ever beget violence, as the Empire has learned to its cost in recent times. In any case, summoning Lakshmi was the Broodmother's doing, and whoever replaces her might not be so keen on the idea. We'll just have to watch and wait. Which isn't to say we won't be putting the safety of our allies in the Vera and M tribes first. I plan to have resistance scouts keep track of the Kalyana's movements at all times. My parents will be relieved to hear that. What are the plans for the rest of the resistance army out of interest? Are we to prepare for Imperial counterattacks? That would be a question for the Resistance's new recruit, a military commander with far more experience than me. What? The Bull of Alamigo? We call it an army, but the Resistance is really a collection of smaller independent groups. When Conrad passed his command on to me, that authority only extended to the freedom fighters based in Rogger's Reach. He just happened to be serving as the Resistance spokesman at the time, and needed someone to take over the role while everything was in disarray. But that time has passed. When I speak with the other leaders about reforming the army under the new government, I'll be nominating Rauban as the overall commander of our forces. He has more experience than the rest of us put together, and we stand to learn a lot from him. Indeed, he is in all respects the ideal choice. Assuming he accepts the post, Alamigo will have added a formidable weapon to its arsenal. And given the progress of Nanamo's resettlement initiative, I see great cause for hope. The seeds which were so carefully sowed have begun to quicken, my friends. I like that. We tend to our promises and watch as Alamigo blooms. Great. And we got a tiny little Rauban. This is the little me, Sogeth. I want you to have it. I don't know if I want this, sir. Anyway. Oh, is Gasetsu finally returned to Kugane? I do give thanks to the kami that my makeshift raft withstood the fury of the sea. Gasetsu, you have to stop, sir. You have to fucking stop sailing in boats. Their generosity ended. Without coins in our pockets for new attire, we are doomed to look like so much jetsam. Oh, woe betide the poor man in a city of rich merchants. What a shock he's alive. Yeah, we learned this yesterday? No, it was the post-credit scene for when we beat Stormblood. It was Gasetsu and the fucking bitch. What's her name? Yotsuya. Her. These dangos are delicious. Will you have one? Does she have fucking amnesia? You shot this man like 100 times trying to kill him. Huh? More sweetbreads? I surrendered my blade to secure what few coins we have! He sold his sword? Are they not in Kugane? Well, just like talking to a child. She might have amnesia. Why fate saddled me with this burden I shall never know, but I am alive, and I must return to my master's side. Ugh. Come, Suyu. We shall find a ship to carry us across the Ruby Sea. Alright. I mean, if she has amnesia, then I guess that's how we're gonna get a fucking redemption arc out of this. She doesn't remember all the horrible stuff. She's like a child, meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. Yeah, how's Daddy Dirhams doing? Daddy Diddums. Have you heard the reports? Have you read the reports? First Doma, then Alamigo, and Lord Xenos put to the sword. Do not believe everything you read. I hear the Viceroy was merely wounded, and that he has already returned to the capital. Naturally, the savages beat their chests and boast loudly of taking his head regardless. Was I right when I said that Ashin had Xenos' face? Nay, Lord Xenos lives! Or did they just dig up his body and reanimate it? Deplorable that our own officers should be fooled by Eorzean misinformation. Small wonder the provinces have begun rising up in rebellion. We must prepare an official and, above all, accurate announcement to quell these pernicious rumors. They would wage war with empty words. Let them produce the Viceroy's remains, then. We shall soon put the lie to their claims. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Neat. The legend returns! Give me that little rub on. Where he at? Ostensibly produced to commemorate Alamigo's liberation, this avatar of the Flame General was originally meant to serve as an apology for the campaign's troubled start. To that end, it was said to have been programmed to beg forgiveness a dozen different ways. What the fuck does that mean? Also, I guess I didn't think about it. Do I not have a normal Raubon? Was there not a normal Raubon minion? Because it's like there's two Sids, there's like two Alphanos, there's a bunch of Thancreds. Also, I'm not entirely sure when I got these. Or this Grinwatts. When the fuck did I get this? Okay, maybe my minion buying tendencies have gone a little out of control when I can't even keep track of what I have. The dungeon. I thought Zora got it out of that dungeon. And I was like, God damn it, I'm gonna have to do it again. Because some of these, like, it says marketplace. Oh, whatever. Yeah, it's. Oh, maybe. Yeah, that's probably good for tonight. There's been a lot of fucking talking. But at least, so this first patch was what? 1, 2, 3. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This was 11 quests. The patches after this are a lot shorter. Hell, the last patch only has 2 missions to it. Like this next patch, The Rise of a New Sun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It only has 8 missions in it. So maybe what we'll try to aim for in these next few streams is we'll try to do 1 patch per stream. If that works out. For now, we'll go to Foundation and do another Dark Knight mission. But, yeah. But yeah, no, Gesetsu was in Kugane. Like, he knows people there. He knows the goddamn, the police there. He couldn't curry any favor from them? Oh, why the fuck would they put that gem up there? Why? That's so fucking annoying. Why? Oh, God. It's just to tell me that my aggro's on. Yeah. Fuck. Why? Hold on. This shit. Blood gauge. How the fuck does this work? Which one's which? Blood gauge. Alright, just gonna move that over here. Right there. Where it probably should have been? What the fuck were they thinking? Save. There. That's mildly less annoying. Just throw that smack dab in the middle of the screen. Who gives a shit? Right? I'm here to look like a cool edgelord. Because I certainly don't right now. Ishgardian Justice. Ray's ready to teach you. You need only ask. Oh, well, don't you look the part? Do I? Ready to harness the darkness within to set the wrong things right? Now, bear in mind that while the darkness gives you strength, that strength comes at a cost. That is, but one sacrifice, though, and justice demands many. Say a man, a venerable, untouchable man, harms a child in unspeakable ways. He strides through the hopland, secure in the knowledge that he is beyond punishment. But for one who cuts down that vile beast as he flaunts his freedom, who knows how many others will suffer? Such was the dilemma faced by a goodly knight long ago. He knew that he would be stripped of his titles and denounced for the deed. The threshold we refuse to cross is a line we draw for ourselves. We fear the consequences and people suffer for our indecision. Everyone who held that crystal came to conquer that fear and became who they wanted to be. That night was the first. Will you be the next? Think on that while we look into the commotion down below. Oh, you mean these children throwing goddamn snowballs? Don't worry, I'll take care of this. It'll be that fucking scene of Guts killing that child in Berserk. By accident. Oh, I just rammed my sword into this child and he just died. Oops. I didn't think he was a child. Oopsie doodles. Please, I don't know what to do. It's my granddaughter. I didn't see him standing there, and I know that's no excuse. I should have been more careful. But my granddaughter, she started yelling at the temple knight, and I tried to stop her. I did. But then he said she had to come with him, and if I could just tell him how sorry I am, maybe he would... He'd take you too, is what he'd do. Even if you went and begged the blue bastard to intervene, it'd be too late by then. Ain't the first time they've taken a girl her age. If she doesn't fight back, they might let her go after. No, there has to be another way. Ishgardian justice. They might spare the girl, you know, leave her with a few scars and a lifelong lesson. Or we could beat every last one of them to within an ilm of their lives and rescue the girl. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Oh, these dark urges! I knew you would. Everything is going to be all right, madame. When I'm through with those knights, they will not dare trouble you ever again. Oh, thank you. Thank you. We could, you know, talk this out like civilized gentlemen. Or we could kill them. That sounds much easier. Assuming you didn't just drag her into an alley, Assuming they didn't just drag her into an alley, they've taken her to either the Congression or the Tribunal. The Honorable Sir Emmerich wouldn't suffer such reprehensible behavior under his roof. The Inquisition, on the other hand, well... So that leaves the Tribunal. If the girl is still alive, I imagine they'll make all manner of threats. Come any closer and she dies, and so forth. If so, we'll need to make something perfectly clear to them. We're not here for her, we're here for you. Once they understand she means nothing to us, they'll attack us or flee. I don't know about you, but I'm eager to find out which. You've learned all Dark Knight actions and traits to level 30. Detailed descriptions can be viewed in the action trait window. Yeah, I'll figure this out off screen. I probably actually should have done that before. Wait. Okay. Just the one sword between the two of us, I'm afraid. You keep it. I dare say it fits rather snugly in your hands. But don't worry about me. I'll do my part to keep you on your feet. Now, should things turn violent, as I expect they shall, you may need to tap onto your dark side to survive. It's not unlike drawing upon your own ether to weave magic. Fear, pain, rage, that which lies in the deepest depths of our soul makes for a potent fuel. But be warned, burn too much too quickly, and you risk being consumed. Do not worry, Soga. The first step over the threshold is always the hardest. The way he talks, he makes it sound like all of my abilities are going to require HP. Ah, yes, I should have known you'd do that. Right then, let's find the girl. Which sounds like a very Dark Knight thing, but I don't know how that would really work in this game. Your healer just has to be on point. Level 34. Oh, I'm level 30? Oh. Damn it, girl. You're only making it worse for yourself. The hell's with you? I've done nothing wrong. Why are the pretty ones always so daft? If I had a guild for every time I had to kill an unrepentant bastard like you. What the? Are you threatening a temple knight? Oh, you're very clever. Yes, I am. Now let her go. Enough of this! With me, girl, now. One more word of protest and I'll toss your grandmother in a cell to rot. You three, seize this imbecile. Oh yeah, I'm sure Amerik's gonna be real happy to hear about this. I don't know what my skills do, but they sure do look cool. Okay, I've found one combo so far. Wait, why the fuck are they placed like this? My triple button combo is placed circle X and then L2 left. But bring everyone, he's gone mad! Reinforcements, huh? Looks like we'll have to even the odds. Search your soul for the darkness. We need but a sliver, yes. Do you see Soget? The flames beckon. Immerse yourself in the flames and ignite the darkness within. Just so. As it burns hotter, so does your strength swell. But drink not too deep, lest the flames consume you. The darkness threatens to swallow your very being. Yes, I feel it. The darkness. Kingdom Hearts was darkness this whole time. Rescue the frightened girl. Am I about to lose? Oh, your pain manifests into new pain. Okay, I see. I was wondering what that timer was for. And then I need to go gather more fire? God, why would they place the buttons like this? It's so annoying. Oh, it's fine. Oh, it's fine. Anyway, I was looking for a girl. So is this like an actual mechanic I need to start looking at in every dungeon, or is this just for this tutorial? Am I actually gonna have to be looking for fucking fire everywhere I go? Sanctuary! Quick, call an ambulance! But not for me! God, this would be so much easier had they fucking laid this out in an easier format. Ernie's Temple Knight. Where's the girl? Give me the girl. Next to knight who bears steel, I'm not going to kill him, but... okay. Frightened maiden. Thank you. Those of you who yet live, remember this horror. And know that should you speak of it, it shall be visited upon you again 100-fold. I don't know what to say, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I got a little carried away earlier. It's just that when I saw how they were treating my grandmother, I had to say something and... What? No one screamed your name. My grandmother called out just the once, and that was it. Speaking of which, I should hurry back. I suppose I ought to say that I'm sorry for what I did, but I'm not. Those knights had it coming. Alone bless you for what you did. Feels good, doesn't it? Strange, maybe, but a good strange, I'll wager. You tapped into something primal, a power nestled within you, yearning to be free. As your understanding of this power grows, so too will your skill as a Dark Knight. You have done well! Far better than I could have hoped, in fact. But there is still so much more to learn, so much further to go. I won't lie to you, Soga, the risks will only increase. So if you want to keep going, you have to trust in me. Can you do that? I can. Sure, whatever. I can trust the Dark Knight. Fuck it. Good, that's a promise. Circumstances being what they are, it might be best if we parted ways for a while. Think of it as an opportunity to hone your skills in my absence. But don't worry, we will meet again. When the time is right, I'll be waiting where we first met. Right. Next Dark Knight quest will be available from Frey upon reaching level 35. Okay, yeah, I gotta level up. Ah! I'm also gonna have to remap all my buttons, because holy shit was that horrible. Dark side gauge. Yeah, where the fuck did they place that? Oh, why did they place it in the middle of my fucking screen? Stop doing that! This timer indicates the duration of Darkside, which increases damage dealt. Using Flood of Darkness or Edge of Darkness, acquired at level 40, grants Darkside. Yeah! Why? Why? You fucking assholes. I don't need to be looking at them at all times. Actually, I might have to. I probably should be. I want to look at the pretty pictures on the screen. Oh, I can make it real big. Or I can make it real small. Like that. Ah, that's fine. Anyway, back to being a samurai for now. But yeah, it's good enough for now. How are my onions doing? These aren't onions. Shit. Oh god. Answers is playing. That means a primal's happening, right? That means we're fucked, right? Oh god! Oh god! Another goddamn Astral Era ending monster is attacking. But yeah, that's good enough for now. So yeah, we'll try to aim for at least one patch per Final Fantasy stream from now on, and then obviously another Dark Knight quest per stream. And yeah, that's basically how Final Fantasy XIV is going to be going for a while. But tonight, Thursday night, we'll be starting Dead Rising Chop Till You Drop. The Wii port of the original Dead Rising, which should be interesting. Because I like me some Dead Rising, and I really like Dead Rising 1, so this is kind of an excuse to revisit it, since, you know, we already played Dead Rising 1, and we're going to play it again soon, but I want to it'll be a nice refresher of Dead Rising 1's story before we go into Dead Rising 2 off the record. So, yeah, we'll be starting that. I don't know how long it's going to take. I imagine it's probably going to be easier than the normal Dead Rising, but I don't know. We'll see. And then, obviously, we're back with Sonic 06 on Saturday. And then, yeah, I'll figure out what we're doing next week for stream stuff. But, yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it for tonight. So, yeah, thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll be back with Dead Rising tonight. So, yeah, we'll see everybody then.